Alright guys, welcome back. This is HFM Absurd with part 11, episode 11 of the Kingdom Come Deliverance Let's Play. Alright, so we left off right here. We just took care of these baddies. Alright, now we gotta go return to Ginger. Alright, so let's whistle for the horse. Ah, very nice. Alright, we mount and we ride. Okay. That's it, the controls can be a little crazy. That's cool. Alright, let's go. Oh wait, now we take care of the guys, both to Ginger and to the guys at the camp, so should we tell both of them? Do we only have to tell one of them? Who knows? So we already know where Ginger's at, so we don't really need the location. Maybe we should tell them anyway.
Hammer them!
And we're just gonna run straight through those baddie guys, who are clearly gonna ambush us on the road. That is one interesting thing about this game. It'll set up bandit checkpoints, and you can either fight them, deal with them, or if you're fast traveling, it will cause some interesting incidents, because it'll actually stop your fast travel if it's along the path you've chosen to travel. That's always something interesting thing about it. Alright, so it doesn't care if we tell these guys. I'm going to try to see if we can tell them anyway. See if it works.
Eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Oh, crap, yeah. One needs to eat. Hey, they got some food over here. We can just take a bite. Hope you don't mind if I do. Eat from the pot. Boom. Alright. Where's the guy we need to talk to here? Coal burner. Brian? Who's Brian? Where's that guy laying down? Is he the coal burner twin? That's not really what we need. Spokesperson right here. No?
Shit.
Okay. Well, we'll leave him be then.
Yeah.
Go talk to Ginger.
Yeah. Yeah.
See if our horse pebbles here can make it up.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. They made it where a horse can't just magically go through brush. I actually like that. If this has been Skyrim or something else, horse probably would have just went through it. Kind of cool. The amount of realism in this game. So I bet it's pretty annoying for y'all who are used to the releases, the things games typically don't hold realism on. This game does.
I bear good tidings.
Already?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect.
Alright, so let's see if we can fast travel there. Don't need to waste no time. Nah, up. Here we go. Let's do it. See if we get stopped along the road. Also, I like how you can see the passage of time at the bottom. That's pretty dope. Oh, Okay, okay, we're good, we're good. Alright. Looks like we made it there without incident. Sweet. Alright, let's rush over here and ask these guys or people what they think. Oh boy. Is that Lord Radzig? Yes, it is.
I'll be with you.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. So Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Alright.
Take care now.
Sweet, sweet. Alright, let's talk to Radzig Kobela.
Greetings. What business have you?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening. I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhof stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognized one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to
Sir,
our
yes,
encampment at
sir.
Malaya to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir.
May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, now we also gotta go talk to, gotta talk to the people here at the stable so they'll take back, what's his name, Ginger. Is he gonna show it to me on the map, or what do we got here? I guess that's Uzits. Oh, kill the camp leader. It's that small mission. Alright. See if we can find the lady of the house around here at all. No, you don't let me talk to Jacob anymore. Alright. Alright, here we are.
Good morning.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognized him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people, why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again. May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, so we gotta go tell Ginger. Also gotta jump on our other quest. So let's see, can we fast travel back out to Ginger? Get this over with. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, you tell me I gotta ride all the way back up there by myself. And this is Uzit, I'm gonna guess. That's along the way. So we'll go and get to it. Ah, there's Pebbles.
Yeah.
Let's ride. Alright, after we complete this quest in Uzits, then I'm going to do some side quests. Get our guy leveled up some. Oh, we still got ways to go. But we're making progress. That's what matters.
Yeah. I feel quite hungry.
Get out of here, you
Oh, crap. You gotta be kidding me. Our guy just fell. Come on, jump! Maybe we can lose them in the woods. It looks like they're leaving. Whew! I got killed by bandits because my horse bucked me off. Nice work, horsey. Alright, let's tell this guy he can go back. What do you mean I can't talk? I'm not in combat. Is this guy still after me? I'm most definitely not in combat. Alright, you know, we'll just come back for him later.
Yeah.
We're going to continue on the road to Uzitz. We'll tell this guy on the way back. Just hope I remember.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to preface this before we get there. So this quest in Uzitz I have done before. Like I said, I have played through some bit of the game. And I actually have a problem with it. There's a part of it which offends both my faith and I think it's just offensive to God. And so I won't be playing through that part of the quest. I will be doing my best to skip that part of the quest. Because it has a priest who you get drunk with and do all these sinful things with, and then it ends up having Henry give a sermon. I can't even remember what the sermon's about. I did actually send personally and go through this whole quest plot, which was wrong of me then. So I'm not going to do that now.
Yeah.
But we'll see how the story goes without me working with the priests and doing all those crazy things. Alright. So this should be cool. Uh-oh. So we got a group of people here at the house. Can you take a guess? Probably the guy with the limp's house. What's happened here?
Good.
What? I just got a glitch. Okay, there we go. Look at me. All messed up. A little bloody. Unclean.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Huh. And they got to him first, of course. Oh, what the flip? Oh, that's gnarly, guys.
Sakra.
Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Oof. Okay. First thing I'd like to say is, did anyone else kind of feel like that guy looked like a person on a cross? Or, I mean, I know
He was
he's just
Mr.
on a
Neuhof.
wall, but
A poor
another way, his
craftsman who
arms
could
are spread out, his hands are
Can't say
nailed,
I'm too surprised what happened to him.
the legs,
He
were his
kept
legs
company with
crossed?
all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Why did he
How
have a
come he
limp?
limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Okay. Have any
Did he have any
boys?
kith or kin in the village?
Oh, cronies.
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away
Expected
or
answer.
holed up at home.
Alright, we're done here.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
That's a brilliant question. Alright. Yeah, see the way he's hung? Oh no, he has his nails in his elbows. Okay. That's something else. I don't know. Just the position of the body makes me think about Jesus on the cross. They might have done it like that specifically to cause that feeling, to cause that imagery. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, hey. Food. Free food. Alright. Gotta look for clues, though. Alright. Can we inspect his dead body? Oh, you can't. Okay.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
Well, that explains a decent bit.
An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Suppose not.
Lord above, they did a hell of a
Really,
job on him.
dude.
Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
No, we're not gonna rob the guy.
A bed? Nothing here.
Definitely looks that way, doesn't it? Alright, let's talk to some people, shall we?
Good day to you. What do you need?
I want to learn to read.
There's a retired scribe in Ujits. He could teach.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Nothing new.
Good luck to you.
Let's see here. Alright. So we keep inspecting the body.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him.
Dude, come on.
Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Oh, okay, so we can go through the whole town now. Alright. Very cool. I think we'll just head up this way.
happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast. And lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
And there we go. Alright.
That's all. Thank you.
So we move the quest along. We know we gotta talk to the priest.
God
Alright. So, I don't know why some of these people have to use God's name in vain so much. Like when I introduced myself to her. I don't know. Of course, a lot of people do it nowadays too. Shoot, I've even slipped on that every once in a while. Alright, so let's find the priest. Where would the priest be? Can you see on the map, maybe? A. We're in the whole opposite direction. Crap. Alright. Horse! Come, Pebbles. We must ride.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
There's the church. Oh, I'm not barging it in, train. There we go.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanosh is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
He's not wrong. There definitely are laws above man, God's laws, which I hold in more respect than, of course, the ones of man.
Father, surely you can't be serious.
I don't know about the whole sanctity of confessional. That's a very Catholic thing.
Things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances.
I don't know if they draw that idea from a verse in the Bible, or if that's something they decided was necessary within their structure of the Catholic Church, so people could have confession. I mean, it makes sense. If you're going to confess your sins to people, you don't want that person to be able to go tell everyone about it, right? So, clearly Henry doesn't agree with that. We're just going to play through that real fast. No. Really? You could be condemning innocent people to death? The dude made a promise. He's going to keep his promise. Let him keep his promise.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
It's not wrong.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
May the Lord watch over you.
See, now he actually sounds very respectful there. I believe if you do make a promise, you should keep it. So I can respect that he wants to keep the promise he made, especially as a priest. You know, I don't know if the Catholic Church makes them take a vow. I'm gonna guess that's what it is, to keep the to keep secret. You know what you're told in confessional. So I get that. I don't think there's anywhere in the Bible that tells us anything about sacred confessional or anything. Not that I know of personally.
Come now.
But it is a curious and interesting thing. Alright, so we just got a trader there. Alright, let's check the map. See where we need to be. So A, meet the parish priest in the tavern in the evening. We'll just find out more. Alright, so is this the tavern? Kinda hard to tell what's the tavern, what's not. Okay, here we go. Ah. Alright. Hopefully this will get us to that meeting with the priest. Go ahead and see what's going on. May not be late enough yet. Like I was saying though, I don't think that, as I said earlier, I know I said, I don't think there's, I know what I was talking about earlier with the confessional, that I didn't know if there was a place in the Bible where it was talked about. I don't think it is, personally. If anyone knows where it is, you can comment down below, send me the verses.
My pleasure.
Love to read them. Always love to read the Bible. Otherwise, you know, it's just an interesting thing to think about. How those ideas and cultural things were brought forth if they weren't actually given to us as directives in the Bible by God. Alright, looks like we gotta wait a little bit while longer for this quest. Hope the audio is sounding better, guys. I actually got a professional mic, so this is the first video with a professional mic. Hoping it's sounding good. If it doesn't, guys, please let me know. I'm going to be working on tweaking this a lot. Alright, till we get it perfect. Alright. Here we go.
The blessings of our Lord be...
And with you, lad. Take a seat.
Why did our guy stop so abruptly? Alright.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything.
The girl just disappeared.
But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh. I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages.
One beer for me.
There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujit, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Neuhof? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
Uh-oh.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I don't like this guy's voice actor.
Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business.
That was fast.
So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
He took a promise.
Henry,
He should
that's
use
not
promise.
how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
Oh, boy.
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered
Form
about the
you
things
want.
a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and
Wow.
dress their whores in expensive furs. While Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well,
Oh, so it's
this
actually
Jan
giving us
Heath
a
character is
sermon.
quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
You can tell our guy's already a little
We have a drink, of
buzzed.
course.
One beer.
Well, enjoy it, Father. I have to go now. I'm not much in the mood for a drink.
I thought you'd be more game.
So you won't help me out with that secret?
No, I won't.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alright, so by not drinking with the priest, she loses trust. I can see how that can make the quest harder, but oh well. Alright. And I kind of get what he was talking about that sermon. The idea that the Catholic Church is gaining way too much money and it's contaminating it. It's making them greedy. That's probably something you could find throughout history quite easily, maybe. I don't know personally. I kind of feel like that's probably true. The Catholic Church was around for a long time. They built a lot of things. So, question is what in his sermon that he was talking about was wrong? Honestly, I don't know. I have to go back and reread it. Alright, so let's look at the map here. Is he going to give me anything else? Okay, so this is one thing I think is a slight problem with the game. Is when you come to moments like this in a quest where you might fail something, right? You decide to go a different path, it starts taking away what you need to be doing, right? So, find out if anyone knows anything about Limpy. Alright. So, guess we'll just keep asking around. I don't know, we got some guys over here in the tavern. Let's ask some questions. Villager there.
Good day to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's sad.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much. But I wouldn't put him like that on any man.
It was a brutal end, wasn't it?
That's all. Thank you.
Alright, we probably need to find a named character to ask questions to. So we already talked to the bailiff. Maple. Hello, Maple.
My respects to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Oh boy.
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like you? Well, what do I care? Ask.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Oh, Jesus!
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
Alright, so we're
That's
still
all.
in that dead end. But we'll figure it out.
Take care now.
Alright. Let's see here. And the villager. Did we already talk to Joseph? I feel like. Let's try again.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I've come in the name of Sir Hannah.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you...
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
There's only one unforgivable sin, and as I understand it, it's the sin of not accepting Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. Now, I could be wrong about that, but that's my understanding of it. Can't remember where that's at in the Bible.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Alright, this guy's probably not going to be a big help.
That's
Alright.
May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, how we doing on time here? Alright guys, I'm going to cut this video here. Alright, we'll be back in part 12 to finish this investigation. Alright.